Welcome to the second episode of this exclusive podcast series where we will be getting to know the people behind Sitecore. In this episode, we will be sitting down with Thomas Desmond from the technical marketing team. Thomas, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. So, Thomas, if you wouldn't mind, please introduce yourself to the community and tell us a bit about your story.
Hi, everyone. My name's Thomas Desmond, and I live in San Diego, California. I've been in the tech and programming industry for a little over 7 years now, and during that time, I was also a university instructor for 3 years. So I've done a lot of different cool things with .NET, cloud technologies, made some mobile apps, and right now I'm doing a lot of front-end framework stuff with Angular, React, and a lot of Next.js.
What is your current role at Sitecore, and how did you get started?
So I'm a technical evangelist at Sitecore, and I started in January of this year. Before that, I was a software developer writing code every day. But when I was a developer, kind of some things I did on the part-time was teaching at local university, maintaining my personal tech blog, and speaking at conferences. So I really wanted to do those part-time things full-time. So that's where the technical evangelist role lets me teach, write, speak, and do those events full-time now. And it's kind of just great being able to help others and turn that into my full-time role of what I used to be doing part-time.
And Thomas, what are some of your hobbies and how did you get into them?
So I've always enjoyed being outside, and recently I've been hiking a lot more. I'm training for a backpacking trip in the Sequoias here at the end of August. So trying to do a whole lot of backpacking and hiking right now. But something I like to do while hiking is geocaching. I don't know. Have you heard of geocaching?
No, I have not.
Cool. Geocaching, it's been around for like 20 years now, but essentially people have hidden containers around the world and then they upload the GPS coordinates of where they've hidden those containers. So you upload them to the geocaching website and now others can find those kind of cool containers out in the world. So it's a way kind of people hide small toys or trinkets usually in them. But it's a cool way to find kind of hidden off the beaten path areas and explore new trails. So one way I've heard it described is people using multi-million-dollar satellites to find Tupperware out in the woods. But it's kind of a cool thing to find new trails and kind of collect things as you go.
In your opinion, Thomas, what is the best part of the Sitecore community?
The best part about the Sitecore community, I think something that's really resonated with me is that it's very welcoming. Earlier this year, I went on a talking tour, virtually speaking, at many of the Sitecore user groups around the world. That was a whole lot of fun being able to do that. I was joined by Nick Wesselman, so we did a tour talking about Next.js and the support for it in Sitecore JSS. But it was just a great experience to meet the Sitecore community kind of early on, and just everyone was very welcoming. It was really fun to be able to meet everyone, especially in a virtual environment around the world.
And what advice do you have for someone who is interested in becoming a technical evangelist?
So I'd say it's similar to how I got started. I think if you're interested in testing the waters of starting into evangelism or advocacy or even just developer relations as a whole, some first things that I did and would recommend were writing a few blog posts. You don't even need to create your own blog. There's Medium and dev.to or dev.to are ways that you can just get into the blogging world, or even just create a simple site with WordPress. That's how I started. Maybe even apply to conferences, apply to speak at conferences, your favorite technology, talk about your favorite technology that you're using. And many conferences, they actually purposely look for and want first-time speakers. So if it's technical evangelism, advocacy, or something you're interested in, starting it part-time, just kind of see if you want to start talking at conferences, write a few blog posts, just kind of create a little bit of a personal brand for yourself and go from there.
Awesome, great advice. And would you mind sharing your favorite quote with the Sitecore community?
Yeah. So I was looking and thinking about kind of a lot of different quotes for this and what really resonated with me. But something that's really resonated with me for quite a while now is a quote from Kent Beck, and it is, "Make it work, make it right, make it fast." And this quote resonates with me, and it's something that I apply to a lot of my work, not just coding, but also when I'm trying to write a blog post or create a tutorial, create a course, create curriculum. First, I like to just create something that'll work. Make sure that what I want to do is going to actually, there is a solution or it could be done. So this isn't going to be the most optimal or the cleanest solution, I just want to get something that I can prove is possible and can be done. The next step would then be make it right. So expand upon the work that I've done, maybe cover some edge cases, think about what might be confusing to the next person. So trying to really build out the blog or build out the code as much to make it really right. And last is make it fast. This is somewhat of an optional step, but if you can, try and optimize what you're doing, try and automate what you're doing, or just try and add more value. That's one way that I like to say it is like make it work, make it right, and then make it more valuable. How can you add value to someone who's visiting or using whatever you're creating? So I don't know, that's just a quote that's really resonated with me by Kent Beck. I like to think about it for a lot of the work that I'm doing. Make it work, make it right, make it fast.
Yeah, I love that quote. Well, Thomas, thank you for sharing your story with us today and allowing the Sitecore community to get to know you better.
Thank you for having me here today. It was really great to kind of share it, and I hope people enjoy.
So on our next episode, we will be getting to know another member from the technical marketing team here at Sitecore. Until then, cultivate the community.